Goodness to you, it's Sporty King. And I always say goodness because I don't know whether you're watching morning, afternoon, or evening. But isn't it great to have good in front of your salutation? Hey, welcome to Gift Friday. And this is I'm Dr. King. Dr. King. Yes, I'm coming to you live, but from a remote area this time. Those of you who came on Wednesday looking for my Glue Wednesday, I did have it on there, but I had a repeat broadcast because I couldn't get reception where I was. Today, I'm getting a little better reception in another place because I'm on what I call tour. You know, as an entrepreneur, I don't necessarily vacation. Most times I go on tour when I'm just visiting somebody. So anyway, welcome to Gift Friday, okay? If it's your first time, think about it. How many times have you heard somebody say, TGIF, thank God it's Friday? Well, I say, what allure does Friday have to the person that took their last breath on Thursday? Or any day before that, for that matter. Therefore, I use what I learned through Psalm 92 and 2. It is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening. Therefore, instead of TGIF, I use TGIT. Thank God it's today. And then TGIT, thank God it's tonight. Because that's the key, is what can we be thanking God for on a regular basis, which also made me think about Matthew 6:34. And that says, so don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Thank God for tonight. Today's trouble is enough for today. Thank God it's today. See, it doesn't matter what order you say it in. But let's take another consideration for TGIF, and that is, trusting God is free. Think about it. What does it cost you to be blessed with the most important and the greatest gift of every day? The gift of waking up. It doesn't cost you a dime. And so that moves us into realizing that when we move the T and TGIF from the front to the end, we find what we really must give God thanks for, and that is for today. Thus, Gift Friday is GIFT. God is for today. And it's my online sharing of one of my original poems and its possible uses to inspire audiences online or in person, and even lift you up. Each poem will then be my gift to you. So here you hear me read it and share this week's gift. Then you can request your keepsake colorful copy. If you're on Facebook or LinkedIn, just email me at sporty@sportyking.com. If you're on YouTube or my website, you can drop that request in comments, not in the thread. And the reason I say to you, email me, that's if you're not on my mailing list. That way, when you email me, I will be responding to you, and therefore I'll get through your security system. They won't see me as spam. If you're on my email list already and you'd like a copy of the poem, you can just drop that right here in the thread, and I'll send that to you, okay? Now, today's gift is one from a collection of 16 poems written through the eyes of my seasoned citizens in Chicago. Back when I was on contract with the Chicago Department on Aging, my last 14 years before leaving Chicago and moving to Charlotte. And happy anniversary, by the way, to me. It's now 12 years that I've been in Charlotte. But the poem comes from my book, I Found Out I'm Living, an affirmation of life. A book about the fact that when we give up the physical self, we can enjoy and breathe in so much more, the spiritual self, and really start to live. Here's how I wrote the introduction, not to this poem, but to the 16 poem collection in the book. And then the poem was actually about the fifth one in. But here's the introduction to the book, into that section. As so many people have heard seniors say, I've forgotten more than you'll ever remember. We created a collection of poetry called Remembering. You'll hear them say, I've forgotten more than you'll ever remember. But so we created a collection of poetry called Remembering More Than You'll Ever Forget. And as you speak to a senior, you'll find this new statement to be true. And you'll need to remember to understand that they've seen and learned so much that they have the right to forget some things without giving any credit to senility. There were times where I wrote from the words they gave me and times where we wrote together using their favorite colors, favorite numbers, or expressions. Every time was a blessing. And I remind you, as I reminded them, that if you have given birth to a child, volunteered your time, or bought a raffle to support a worthy cause, you have saved a life. Don't worry about counting each life. Just know that you have saved many. Today, you have the chance to save another, beginning with yours. Never forget that. So this poem, this Friday's gift poem, is called Seniors Only. Seniors only. Oh, but won't that be the day where everyone recognizes this gift of patience, perseverance, prudence, and wisdom, replacing the pain of unnecessary regret with the memories of the goals that we've set, understanding the twinkle in each eye, even the blessing in being able to cry. For what we seek is not mercy or sorrow, but respect for our share in creating tomorrow. Realize that without us, there'd be no such word. Understand that there's nothing we haven't heard. We've made sacrifices, ends meet, and through another day. Seen them come and go, near and far, and always found a way. Our peace of mind has been a piece of yours, our joy a thing of beauty. Each golden memory a reason to give thanks, ever conscious of our duty. So take this time to laugh with us, sit a spell, share the majesty of this new day. Know that our happiness makes you smile and our power cannot be taken away. For we're here to pass the baton. We gladly watch you now run the race. We remind you to watch where you're going and to always be conscious of your pace. Seniors only. As you continue this blessing of aging, don't lose sight of those who knew you'd make knucklehead moves and still made sacrifices to defend your right to develop. The statement, children are our future, really means that we have to believe in the incremental blessing of the step we'll take today and not focus on the misstep that they'll take. So I'll reread the closing two stanzas. And as I do, I ask that you do two things. One, hear a senior in your life, deceased or alive, speaking to you. And see a young person that you don't know who has to trust in what you share. Hear those last two stanzas. So take this time to laugh with us, sit a spell, share the majesty of this new day. Know that our happiness makes you smile and our power cannot be taken away. For we're here to pass the baton. We gladly watch you now run the race. We remind you to watch where you're going and to always be conscious of your space, of your pace. That's thing number one. And thing number two, I want you to embrace the closing words in the 16 poem collection's introduction, where I said, today you have the chance to save another life, beginning with yours. Never forget that. Today you have the chance to save another life, beginning with yours. Never forget that. Remember, if you like a copy, you can email me at sporty@sportyking.com. If you're not on my mailing list, if you are, drop it in the thread. If you're on YouTube or my website, send it in the comments, not the thread. The thread gets erased after the broadcast is over. But so much, I just want to remind you that God is for today. It's Gift Friday. So TGIT. Thank God it's today. Thank God it's tonight. And have a wonderfully safe weekend. I'm Sporty King. Over and out. Ciao. And I do want to tell you, I see a lot of comments in there. But Friday is my non-interactive day. I will end the broadcast and then go over. You know what? I'm gonna answer y'all right now because normally on Friday I don't. But hey, give you some shout outs. What's going on, Katrina? Coming in from Chicago. What's going on, Vic? Coming in from New York. What's going on, Shanga? Coming in from Jacksonville, Florida. Hey, Liddell coming in, still doing some amazing things. Yes, you are. Coming in from Chicago. Daniel, Brother Lightning, coming in from Jacksonville, Florida. Also, Smitty, who I just had lunch with this week in Lancaster. Don't say Lancaster, y'all. It's Lancaster, Pennsylvania. All right. And then, you know, what did Dad just say here? Trusting God is free. Yes, it sure is. And then, Shanga, our happiness makes you smile. Yes, when the seniors, don't we smile when we see an older person being happy? So think about that. Our happiness makes them smile. Awesome, Spody. And that's what Lightning calls me, Spody. All right, he old school. Hey, Deb Joy Hart. All right, God is for today. That's one of my wonderful partners. Deb Joy Hart is in Chicago also. And you got to let her get that word love in there for sure. And Emily, long time, coming in from Chicago as well. More words of wisdom. Hey, y'all have just broke the mold, because normally on Fridays I don't do the shout outs. But I'm so glad to see all of y'all. And right now I'm Dr. King and I'm on the road. So I got to do things a little different. What'd you say, Deb? I smile at me in the mirror. Such a good point. Because you even hear that the poem is talking from, what's the opening line? Seniors only. And then it says, oh, won't that be the day? And in the intro, I start out talking. And then in my closing, I say, as you enjoy this aging process, all of us are becoming seniors, regardless of your age. As a teenager, you're becoming a senior, because you don't age backwards, you age forward. So look, again, thank all of y'all. It's good seeing you again. Have wonderfully safe weekends. TGIT. It's all about every single moment that you can enjoy. Over and out. Ciao.